There's a majesty in Elden Ring that few other games can contend with. Its world is densely packed with 1,000 waiting discoveries. Its combat systems are richly layered, and its lore begs to be chronicled by a dozen YouTube scholars. But every now and again, I can't help but wonder what Elden Ring would be if it were not so beholden to From Software's own rules. What if it had the sense of cinematic spectacle that fuels Sony's blockbusters? A story-rich narrative with the flashy, ability-augmented combat of God of War? The answer, it seems, may well be held in Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn. At Gamescom 2022, I sat down with a couple of developers from A44, the New Zealand-based developer behind Ashen, to watch them play around 30 minutes of Flintlock. They explained that their new Soulslike RPG, set in a fantasy world of ancient magic and black powder guns, is designed to sit somewhere between Elden Ring and God of War, taking the challenge and discovery of the former and combining it with the narrative-focused, glossy presentation of the latter. This approach is clear to see in the demo's boss battle, which sees protagonist Nor Vanak face off against the imposing God of Knowledge. The initial steps follow the Dark Souls playbook: well-timed dodge rolls, careful axe strikes, and patience. But it's in the parry that Flintlock's God of War influences begin to show through. Nor knocks the god to its knees, and the camera flies in close to perfectly capture a brutal blow to the side of its head. The demo is filled with these moments. Nor might unleash a roundhouse kick that sends a foe flying, or tackle an enemy to the ground before firing her pistol into their face. It may use the FromSoft rule set, but Flintlock's combat looks flashier, more fantastical even, than any Souls game has ever been. But it goes further than just glossy animations and cool camera angles. Nor has a range of abilities that make her much more dynamic than a Souls character, including acrobatic jump strikes and being able to quickly switch between her guns and axe. She's also accompanied by Enki, a fox-like creature who can, among other skills, freeze an enemy in mid-air and absorb their health. Since I've not yet played Flintlock, it's impossible for me to know right now if that blend of challenge and cinema results in a tight, responsive combat system. But the signs are good, and A44 clearly believes in its combat so much that it even has a Devil May Cry-like stylish rank system. Each attack, skill, and combo performed by Nor and Enki is awarded points, which rack up in their thousands over time. This score, known as your reputation, doubles as a currency which can be used to buy new weapons and items at the black market. But reputation can be lost. Dying reduces your score to 0, locking you out of the black market's inventory. Thankfully, it can be restored if you pick it up from the location you died. Don't mistake reputation for Souls though. Character progression is not tied to this temporary score. Instead, Nor and Enki evolve through the use of XP points, which when earned, stay with you permanently. Further progression comes through victories. Each defeated boss rewards you with its special ability, and so with each major kill comes a significant expansion of your power arsenal. Outside the heat of battle, Flintlock's demo shows a similar rethinking of Souls-like principles. Nor navigates the open world on foot, but can also jump up high, 3D platformer style, using grenade blasts to reach ledges or hidden items. And, with specific unlocks, she can have Enki teleport her over huge distances. It's the way A44 treats its world and population though, that could truly mark new ground for a Souls-like. During the demo, Nor and Enki come across a village that has been overrun by the undead. Defeating the mini-boss that has taken up residency here sees the original community return to their homes, a change that won't be reset by resting at a bonfire checkpoint. These villagers can then offer up new quests. I watch as Nor introduces herself to a bizarre collection of limbs that asks her to help satisfy its coffee obsession. This all suggests that progression doesn't just come in the evolution of your character build and position on the main story path. There's also advancement in the world around you and the communities that you encounter. It's the kind of approach I'd expect from a more traditional RPG rather than a Souls-like. A44 told us about a number of other features that will be in the final game, including optional dungeons, endgame bosses, secret areas, a home base that grows over time, and even a story mode that recalibrates the difficulty to something more accessible. Studio CEO Derek Bradley said that he believed Elden Ring pushed Souls-likes into a new direction, and that he wants Flintlock to push even further. It's clear then that A44 has serious shoot-for-the-moon ambition. And right now, without having played Flintlock, I can't say with confidence how close close the modestly sized studio has come to those lofty goals. Bradley noted that his 60-person team doesn't have the immense budget of Sony Santa Monica, and while that's clear in Flintlock's not quite AAA visuals, I'm hopeful money won't impact its ability to be a bold rethink of what a Soulslike can be. Because, more than anything else, the thing I think will make Flintlock special isn't its cinematic approach, but its understanding that the From Software formula is not a set of rules to replicate, but a framework to build upon. FPS games were largely considered Doom clones until games like GoldenEye and Half-Life reconsidered what first-person shooting could be. Flintlock, if it's everything it promises, could well be part of the vanguard that makes Soulslike much more than just Dark Souls copies. For more From Software-inspired action, check out our gameplay from the Bloodborne-like Lies of P. And for everything else, stick with IGN.